it's one of the things that got raised as the argument for APAC for a long time. Was they weren't able to scrim as consistently against sort of top echelon teams because of the sort of distance of time. Here they have this, but it's also the environment that they get to sort of hyperbolic chamber and train in between.
Hello, chat. How we doing?
So they're always getting stronger and stronger. They're
good. I hope.
Good.
I hope everyone's doing all right. Fuck you, Fett. Nah, okay. Fuck you too, buddy.
It's like to throw further things on towards the point.
And
you know, Leo
jokingly
talking about.
We're playing.
He remembers playing against
watch Brazil
finals. And
we're gonna. It's gonna be a little bit lazy Brazil watching stream.
It's because Cyber is.
We're gonna see if they have some form.
Chased and running.
I don't really know.
Of the sort of big cat
Loud versus T-Law.
This region, right? You've got to make sure that you're ahead of that curve and
double wall denial ban, essentially Grim Montaigne
in a tough environment, and you will come out tougher for it.
But once I got the notification, I wanted to end my life. It's fucked up, man.
In particular for SAL,
it's fucked up, man.
You cannot get complacent in this league because another team will just
big fucking extension here.
You know, that's another thing. I feel as though the top team
I was about to say
constantly stay at the top. And I think Flux of W7
they have long angles all the way across. Ooh, they're barricading off
just little blip. Someone else
games as well.
And again, I don't think you can say the same for the other regions. You know, I look at kickoff.
Double reinforced cargo walls by barrels walls.
Overly great.
Kitchen extension, long angles all the way into storage.
But they were still able to get by, weren't they? And that was the main thing.
This is a rush strat, I think. They're gonna ying out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna ying out storage, and then Thatcher the C4 when he goes for plant.
Immediately trying to put pressure on towards.
This is good pressure. This is good pressure by Team Liquid. They're like making it look like a round clear. I'm pretty sure they want to go for direct.
That weren't going to get
I'm
there
fairly
in time,
certain. When the lineup is very direct with Snake to like counter out the
as a bit more safety to.
Give them the sub. Primal Rush appreciate it.
Very close towards it. Now they've not entirely abandoned the site itself. As you can see,
you're watching SAL, I should watch it more. I should watch highlights more. That's the thing. I should watch highlights to catch up on all the regions whenever I miss games.
That solo player down below, are they going to sit there and say, okay, I need help, or can they trust the system? You can see the system is being spread out. The first fight might be about to come from the welcoming desk. Instead, actually, replacing a smoke, resets.
We're going for Kitsud.
He's going to buy himself
I was like so confident it was going to be a rush.
More start to roll his way. Any other pressure, the grenades that might come from the snake, he can just sort of pop that and peel away. Depends if the net that Team Liquid Alienware want to cast is one that can catch them, because Flash Tree's also still aggressively holding in on towards
an flipping EMP to go site.
Removing utility.
I'm so confused. He's going vending for the cut. Vending window for the cut. They're dropping down to site. They killed 90 players.
Now from Team Liquid Alienware.
Are they hitting site off that? Oh my god, they're flooding straight to site. It is. What a fucking beautiful site hit, actually. Holy moly.
Another cloud.
This is a crazy fucking call.
Very heavy off site, and because of that, if you lose,
I'm actually very impressed by their strategical depth right now.
Into it, Team Liquid Alienware.
I've not seen that hit before. 90 down cargo into single wall site hit.
No hope to get themselves back into this one.
It's like that was such a big gamble though on in terms of if the people pushing through 90 would have gotten the kill or not. And then I've also never seen that castle strat on the road before. I mean, if Brazil are innovating this hard for EWC, I don't know. They look pretty strong. Like NA and Brazil look pretty strong. I think EU is the one that like looks kind of stagnant right now. And then again, EU always win EWC, so I don't fucking know, bro.
There was this element of.
Is this a nothing game? I mean, it's a regular season game, bro. It's like they're playing for standings right now.
As soon as they got themselves in, and
like if you think this is a nothing game, then so are all the other nothing games. But like at the same time, it's like if you think this is a nothing game, then every single G2 game they play during the regular season is a nothing game. But this is like regular season, bro. It's just what it is, bro.
Not to, because there was attention being put on towards.
They're playing for points. They're playing to get into playoffs.
There was attention being put down on towards 90, down on towards the sort of lobby and cafe side. You have to have that element of what Team Liquid Alien demonstrated there was
Lamine Yamato goal.
Yeah, built on the
shit. Lamine Yamato.
Fine.
Team Liquid is made up of the X-Phase team. No, it's the Xperia team. The Phase team has been together for the longest time in Siege.
Close to your chest. It's
impossible for this team to be made up of the X-Phase team.
We've seen Loud struggle with similar sort of aspects. Team Liquid Alienware, they are going to punish those. Not going back there, though.
Where's the mid floor? Typically, this kind of bomb site, we see a pretty heavy hold in towards that top floor, don't forget. So I think for Loud, the main
from
focus
everything
here
as a
is if they are
qualifier
going
to
to go for
nothing
that
comes
roam
W
game,
jet. Oh, shit, word.
don't leave
I
yourself
wish
too
teams would post more.
light
They're
in the
kind of love to hear more
sight,
analysis from when you
as
talk
can
about
see
good
from
versus
the
bad
Alienware,
comps.
the
Yeah,
opportunity spotting
it's just like Siege is such a game that
is
like
on point.
when you hear the
Able to
comms,
walk
typically
in
the comms of them actively
very
fighting is
easy
over the
round
comms
out
of
of
them
it.
talking about the strats they want to do, because that would be leaking a lot, because this
Look
game
at
is the
Alienware,
info
we'll
game.
be
Like
assaulting this top
simply
floor
having
with
knowledge of what a
information,
team's gonna do can win
which
you
bringing
in
in
like
that
an
Sulfur
entire game.
Snake
You know,
and also combo that
it's
with
such
the
an
Lion.
info strat game that like
Plenty of
that's why
info
teams are
for
so
them.
like
Shouldn't have
sensitive
too many
about like who
issues.
they scrim, how they're
These rumors
scrimming, what they show
upstairs.
during scrims, who's gonna leak their
Also have to
strats
look
to
at the
who.
glads
Like,
though, just being brought in, not
that's the
necessarily in
nature of the game.
combination with an operator.
is the
Sometimes
fence
you may
comfortable?
see
Yes,
that
sir.
in
Per-sen. I need a
coordination with
VIP.
shields, maybe even a
I need a
Ying as
VIP
well.
you person.
But it's
Not
just
gonna lie,
gonna
you're
be a
very
bit of a dry
consistent, and I
glance to see if they
respect
can
that
catch
person.
somebody out.
That is my new VIP rage baiter person, aka the fence sit caller. Because I saw you respond to my tweet with it. I was like, holy shit, this is the same guy in my Twitch chat that calls me out for fence sitting all the time.
More than ready and more than able
I
to
need
sort
that.
of,
I need that. That's
you know,
consistency.
poke. They
I'm
probe,
getting on the
they
fence now. Oh shit.
Locate, they rotate.
Welcome to the fence, bro.
2 versus 2 previously that they couldn't quite get themselves.
There's two up
timed
top.
round
Top
towards
clear
the
is
flank.
free.
A single kill goes away
If they
from
do
you the
call
other way
for it,
around.
I just don't know if they will.
You know, that could be a 2-0 at this point. Loud. You can see that being as attentive as they possibly can.
How many teams in a region get a pass in the first round of the playoffs? I don't think that's the format. I think the format's different. I would have to.
Utilizing that gadget to get himself the drive right on through to the
they're going for site hit instead. That means the Wild's rotation was correct at 2 underneath.
The translation over Maya. Gets the first, and again, that's a player that they've hit inside the site.
You need Aqua Vert, though.
Is somebody locked in?
Good job, I love holding Aqua control here, because Aqua's the win con for that side.
On towards the back of Cargo.
And they put the plateau
slows things down.
IT or like pillar though instead.
They've lost that line as well of JV92. You could see they started to roll out the smoke.
Look at right now, since like they just lost, like they lost the Aqua contestation. They have to flip the plat to like IT instead.
With this Glaz,
I mean, unless that happens.
Tears the head off of one, levels things up, but on the other side you've got 2 impacts.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh no, sorry, no impact because
just giving away picks one by one.
They're going to see if they can try and double down on it, pre-firing and pulling back. A lot of damage done, and it buys some pressure. But
they're all rotating to Cargo or Fork side. They don't want to go for pillar.
Get a position to plant.
Don't want to deny the vert.
Have verticality.
I'm going down. Aqua vert. No one's on Aqua. The Aqua vert's gonna be able to kill them.
As Live just swings around for the double.
Smoke bay.
Well watched, well anticipated, well found. And well, are we going to see anything else in this round? Not even entirely sure where it came from. Going to bait out the fight, but at this point, you assume there's about to be a bit of pressure from his side. Yes, there is.
Wow, Live.
Nah, he only could have been planting in one spot.
For him.
They didn't deny Aquavert at all.
That was just, he's obviously tried to go and eliminate the player going for the plant, and he's been able to find 2. That's like the claw machine. You've went in for 1, you've came out with 2. He's feeling great. Wow, Loud.
Did W7 fall off after beating phase at SI? Genuinely asking.
2-1 they lead. I mean, this is really good from Loud so far.
SI are you referencing?
I mean, you've won 2 of the defenses. Obviously, the basement was really the only site that you lost, but I think the biggest issue with
Fett,
that
I'll knock you out. That's mean as hell.
Maybe if you had a little bit more of a kind of turtle strategy, a bit more of a
why would you threaten physical violence against me,
downstairs. So I think this is looking really good from Loud. Let's see if we can kick on here.
I think that's the sort of...
Are you referencing SI 2024?
Right? I've said it before, you've got to be reactive against a team like Alienware, where they weren't in the middle round. They were there. They kept on stepping up. Did they have to be as aggressive?
Crazy comeback game like 2024? No. Okay, here's what happened.
Sort of, yes.
W7M got assigned by Furia.
But remember the one he just got before? Remember the pressure they applied?
Then Furia, they won Reload. They got first place at Reload.
Made sure that their presence was felt.
After 2025 SI, I believe,
we know what
or 2026 SI,
and we're not going to be
they moved their entire team to Liquid besides Hertz.
Sort of
so this is that W7M roster that you're currently watching. Now, could you say it's a fall off because they haven't won every single tournament since then? Yes. Relatively speaking, they went from winning every single tournament to not winning every single tournament. So technically, it's a fall off. That being said, if you're talking about current W7M as an org, they have an entirely different roster.
Well, if they want to play it a little bit slower paced. I mean, we know the value that Goyo gets. He's great on every single map. You know, he's the universal operator in that regard. So taking him out, makes a lot of sense. Loud, holding pretty firm in towards that rafters, which was an area that Team Liquid Alienware didn't target at all. They were very much more concerned on going for the connector side in towards E-bots. Wonder maybe if they're going to change things up and go for the rafter side this
Or
time.
you a rice crack. See, that's fucked
shield,
up.
though,
I feel like rice cracker is like a better slur to use against evasion.
It's since then been switched off.
I'm pure.
A bit more in regards of util dump, because we're seeing a Capitao now be brought in, so maybe that's what they're going to use.
Rips.
You know, the fire
for the 4 C4.
Is that catwalk position.
Not going to get nade.
So obviously the Izami needs to be pretty careful.
Live is somehow taking a chunk of damage. Obviously, Flashdry opened us up last time with the swing round, but he's not going to be gifted the same engagement. Moves his way across. They've got a lot of these other early warning systems. They might not have Goyo, but the Tenari laser trips will give them some of the read-through. Obviously, we've talked at length about how good Dawn can be right now, and it just makes you aware of these approaches. You can do it with some active damage. You don't have to do
player
it
with the Dokkaebi and the
Capitao.
Capitao. This operative a lot of makes sense to me. Dokkaebi and Capitao, 2 burns to get this guy on the top rafters.
Of an upside down repeller, but he's sort of doing everything.
And then there's right now. Call Dokal like now.
He's still
Dokal died. Well, they didn't even need a Dokal for it. The Capitao, the rotate off. Live gets there. Dokal. Reset Dokal. Yep. Well, his phone's already blown up.
On rafters. Live is doing his best to survive, but he's slowly being burnt and cooked out by the Capitao. Does get out of there.
I'm impressed with the strategy from Team Liquid here.
One more take.
I feel like they're innovating. Like I feel like they're actually innovating.
Through the rest of it and probably remove from.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them do if they make the event like make waves. Personally, they look fairly like
on IT and rafters.
They look fairly good on this map.
This is fine. They know they don't have to worry about a Goyo because they went for that ban. There's only 1 smoke remaining. So in terms of dial, there's nothing really here for Loud. So Team Liquid Alienware can really take.
But then again, like it's Brazil, so people are just giving away picks one by one by one by one.
But no, Nate, he's ready for it. Able to take him down. A 5v3 now, and look who they're going to call. They're going to call the smoke. No, they're not. They're going to call Gabu instead. Live's already lost his phone. So that means Live isn't going to be in danger of getting picked off, but everyone else is just dying around him now.
I really like the strategies I'm seeing. I don't like the fundamentals I'm seeing in a lot. They're like just giving, bleeding picks.
Buy Live very early.
But the strats are cool. Like that garage clear is exactly how I would like. Basically, that's how I would create that strat. I would have Doke and Capitao to fucking burn the rafters guy, and just like continuously use util on it. I like that a lot. Like between Alienware and SAL, I'm most impressed by their Night Haven strategies. Is it Ulteria? Yes. Are you the best? I think small clips. You're the best, bro.
Sort of same team.
Why are drops not active? I don't fucking know. Is there supposed to be drops?
Team Liquid team when they played this.
Let me check my Ubisoft Creator Program campaign
against NIP.
Ubisoft Creator Program,
right? It's a
and see if I'm supposed to have drops active.
They are
or not.
going to be very strong on their alternate half.
Oh, mute protocol. I need to accept it. LOL. Okay, I just accepted drops. You have drops enabled.
Game so far. 10 seconds remaining. Very back and forth. I wonder if that's going to keep it going the same way.
Oops.
I mean, we're going to head straight back in towards that top floor. And I wonder what the change-up is going to be here for Loud. Whenever you look at the lineup changes, I mean, you can't swap one trap operator for another. And that being
top floor.
Denari's gone and
Dokkaebi Buck
comes
again.
into place. Everything else
no
is
more
exactly
Warden.
the same.
I mean, no more Mav because
maybe they just need a little bit more.
I'm sure they drove out the fact that there's no full Waldenall here, so they can bring out just a striker. So saves on clear. I think it's same garage clear. Liquid banned the Goyo. Line about a lot about thermite.
Curious, obviously.
They get IT wall open, and then they're going to get the Capitao underneath again, lower garage. Then they're going to get Doki call. Wait, he's going to get the garden side actually.
Go away from them. They haven't always doubled down, but here they have, and here they've been able to get themselves that opening kill.
Dead. They're trying to go for fast garden side, make the enemy think it's a garage take, and then go for garden instead.
Game so far, it's only the second time they've had it since the opening round itself, and they'll see if they can try and match that success on that site.
How many fucking coaches Liquid have behind them, bro? They have the fucking whole NASA team behind them, bro.
How they were utilized to remove the player onto the top of rafters, the pressure.
Are they going to switch over to rafters clear again, though?
All these power positions will just last so much more powerfully. At this point, they're also being a bit less active.
Are there any of the top teams playing each other? Sadly, I don't think so. I mean, NIP versus W7 potentially, if you count them as top teams, which technically they are.
Cautious with the approach. No, caution isn't always in their vocabulary.
The catwalk player is going to be pressured out by nades and also a buck downstairs. With no capital, will mean that that catwalk position will be a lot more difficult to deal with from the attacker's perspective. How do you get around that now? See that the buck is just really hoping that he can find a pick either through the verts or somebody trying to visit him downstairs, but you can see Loud are playing very passive. They know they should need to try and keep that man advantage with that opening pick. Sit in your hands and hope you can play that trade game as best as you can, and let the team look at Alienware to try and get things moving. And here comes this backstab in.
Oh my god, this is a shotgun. Holy fucking shit. Oh, that's not a shotgun. That's big. That guy's blessed. That was a shotgun. 3v3. Oh, wait, Loud. Great play on the Aqua stairs. Only one, though. You have to take this one now before the guy comes back from Aqua.
Well, suddenly it's 2 versus 1.
It's 2 isolated ones.
Oh, wait,
what a flick by Flashery. Holy shit.
And that is still traded rounds. Loud.
I have no idea. I have no idea how W7 looks after they lost
every team would against Team Liquid Alienware, right?
Right? The drops aren't working. Well, I don't like.
Level paced. If they can try and
I never said they were on. I just accepted them. They're just gonna take on Dave and in the process probably. Shit, bro.
Surge control. Where they found obviously some success before. They're gonna go back down towards tank and assembly. Instead, they're gonna see if they can try and replicate. And for the first time in this game, double down rounds. No one has got back to back yet.
That's the way sometimes these games go. Very back and forth.
I was called to support Chinese dictatorship. Let's fucking go, dude.
The last time that... I mean, I love the way I say last time because it literally was the only time in a year that they played the map. Team Liquid Alienware up against NIP. The defensive side was a lot better for Team Liquid Alienware. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Against NIP, it was even on Team Liquid.
Are you going to be streaming tomorrow's matches? Well, for EU, yeah. I'll stream the Fnatic one, Fnatic Falcons. I think that one's a cool one, considering that they
actually took 4 defenses in a row.
That's like one of the first, like their first real test, I guess.
You do worry a little bit from Loud, knowing that Team Liquid Alienware are going to have their favorite side coming up very, very soon.
This.
Brazil in the IM Cologne Grand Final right now, dude. I wish I had Cho streaming privileges for that. That's sick.
Hold on to the curve, as it was pointed out before.
That's
obviously,
sick.
When you have the same map played 3 times, when you sort of have that history as
crazy this last week, yeah.
On club, a lot of the success.
I just don't know how to clickbait that video. I feel like that video's gonna be fucking
boil out. Obviously, it's
terrible.
The result has been on their defender side. They've been able to do some decent distance against NIP, but it's a bit trickier to get the approach on the attack here. You know that Team Liquid Alienware, they're great on their defense and they're very mobile with their defense as well. They'll stretch you out and stress you out.
Stretch you out and stress you out. Word.
Awkward here. The reveal of the
Let's call.
player.
Flukes, let's call.
Are they going to try and be a bit more direct? Obviously, they struggled to get the verticality last time round, but they went direct from cargo side. Now it seems like a bit more attention elsewhere.
That is true. That's a good call. That's a good shot by the caster. Like last time they did go for a horizontal hit entirely. They didn't go for top at all. They're going for direct again. There's no IT breach open. And this Vert can be helpless.
Thorn traps underneath the window there.
Demo track underneath. They'll call onto him. They're going for the kill on the pulse.
Player killed to sort of expect it. Resets does find JV92.
They really want this direct.
So even amongst all the hunting, they're the ones that have lost somebody.
Yeah, good start again for Loud. However, look at the HP on some of these players. I'm reloading. Not looking too good. Resets, obviously, in that engagement. He's lost some. He's going to have to answer that phone. Is he going to just let it go? He's going to let it go. So he himself is going to be down to...
Crazy.
No, he's just about got it in the nick of time.
Holy shit, he actually fucking
that was for sure going to blow up in his face. And
you're spamming dope demos to kill the players on site.
HP. Could have even killed him, I don't know. Live, though, on the other hand, he did let his phone blow up, and because of that, look at his HP, not favorable at all. I still think there's potential here for Team Liquid Alienware, but the intention for them is trying to get into that site window. A great little picture from me. Jumps up on the sofa, looks directly through that hole onto
that would surely just gets IT Vert.
Well, now the 4 versus, or 3 versus 3 even, as another trade pops out. KZ doubling down, and once again, sort of blindsiding the approach here of Loud, stuck in a corner.
I like the strat too.
And nowhere else to go.
I don't know. I'm thoroughly impressed by the strat, but it could be another clash scenario.
It's steadily making its way towards a potential of plant. They know exactly where Stemp is.
It could be another clash scenario, you know?
In cleanly.
I'm actually thoroughly impressed. I'm very, very, very thoroughly impressed by
Thank you very much, my
Alienware
friends.
strats, liquid Alienware strats. It could be another clash scenario though, where Brazil's abusing the fuck out of it because they don't know how to sit still and have composure, and like other regions are actually ahead because they know how to counter it properly. But I don't know.
But we talked about this before we started the game, Leo. Disruption is the name of the game on a map that relies on standard play. How's that been going on for Loud?
Yeah, on process, really, right? You try and disrupt the step 1 or the step 2. Step 1, trying to disrupt them into getting in the building. Step 2, trying to disrupt them before they execute. And I think that Loud have really used that game plan really well. If you look at round 1, you know, it starts in the very first minute, by the way. So Maverick is opening the wall. They get aggressive. They're not scared. They win that gunfight. Boom. Opening kill. Really well done. And look, he's going back at it again. And then same round, a little bit later in the 2v2, they know how to isolate the gunfight on the one cover there is, and then they can 2v1 the guy planting. So getting aggressive early in the round, and then playing together and getting aggressive as well later in the round. And that's something that we're going to see, you know, throughout the next few rounds, really bringing them the most important one. We look at Live here. You know, first minute in the round, he's the only anchor on site. He's getting aggressive, right? And then later in the round, he gets aggressive just at the right time as the execute goes on, and he gets a double kill, and that wins them the round. And it's something that is quite consistent. Look on the top left of your screen here, through the walls. You're going to see here, we just saw Felipox trying to get aggressive towards Electrical. He was alone, he was not traded, and so they get aggressive towards him. I think that Loud, they've really mastered the idea of, let's bring a lot of traps, let's try to be aggressive, and then hold our ground. And I think that was the right plan, to try and disrupt the step-by-step plays of Team Liquid. Prop to Team Liquid because they actually came back into it pretty well and were able to pull off their own rounds. But Loud is making it closer than what we expected to be by executing their game plan flawlessly. And it's a really good sign. And just a question now, can they keep the same level of disruption when they go to attack? When, in the end, Team Liquid are going to be the ones that are trying to pose the same problem to them.
The attacking side is always the most complicated because it requires so much more communication, timing, and the like. And Team Liquid, they've been successful enough with gathering 3 rounds. Is it going to be enough once Loud are swapped over to the attack? Let's take a look at the bans just between us here, Leo, since it was such a thought-provoking first half that we've had between the two. Ace and Cloud so far, nothing too complicated for Nighthaven Labs.
Yeah, we mentioned it before, right? Such a basic, fundamental map that you're going to get rid of the hard breach or get rid of the wall denial. Interesting here that they counter each other kind of because the halfway through they had to go and ban Mira because of such a ban. Really well done. Like, it's actually a really well done thing. I think they don't want to be bothered with the K trick. I think they want to be easy with it. Bandit trick can easily be denied anyway, so it's probably going to be you know.
Yeah, but JP19 was inferior. No, the whole team was inferior, bro.
At least got the better of one of them.
All right, then let's get back into the swing of things as we are all tied up at the half here at Nighthaven Labs. Our first matchup of the day. Can Loud do this? Send it back to our casters.
Oh, thank you very much, Milos.
Lollipox was inferior, Cage was inferior, JV92 was inferior, Nate was inferior. They all got dropped.
I just think I fancy Team Liquid Alienware. Just on this map with the history that they've had, where they're really, really good in the defense against an IP, who we know are very, very good side as well. I don't know, I'm just kind of leaning towards that side of things. I look at the bans as well coming in. I think the Thatcher
what's Lawyer doing? Lawyer's on Fury.
And the Ace, it's just going to make things very difficult. You kind of have to force yourself in to the Maverick because you're always going to fear that potential bandit trick. You can look at the Loud lineup. Yeah, have to go with the Maverick. And we know Maverick in this main wall is terrifying because C4s can just hit you out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, you have like... And it's awkward to sort of watch for the cover of, obviously, as well. Like, you'll be steadying away. You'll probably have someone on the roof watching down. You'll have this position, but the trust that, you know, that they've been doing their sort of ski shooting practice. How often does that land and net? The Maverick is getting himself done. Click. Pretty quick. Pretty clean. At this point, though, nobody is immediately trying to contest it. KZ is... himself a little bit of bastion of safety here. You can see the work being done on the far side. A little bit of a circle to get the route through, but it's otherwise very cautious. As I said, you're watching, you're making sure that you have the cross, and there's the C4 that actually catches the man. Hey, you know how you said it's something that'll often get you? Yeah, got him.
I've seen it too many times. It's just, yeah, don't even waste your time doing it. Sometimes it's not fun. It just isn't. So yeah, not a great start here for Loud, but you can still pull this back. Only the one man down. However, you have to be careful of the time, though. Because there's a Goyo on board from the defense, so they do have to move at a decent amount of pace. This is always a dangerous position, too. The Deimos below. Especially whenever you kind of look at this top floor. Once walls start getting opened up, some players will just be stuck in a position. I think, very, very close on the E-box door, that little corner beside the bomb chassis. If a Deimos catches you, there's nowhere you can go. You're just going to die. So there is certainly elements here that the defense need to be aware of. Minute left. That's all they have to do to hold out. And here comes that Deimos tracking below, forcing these players to move.
Can they try and pick something up on the back end of it? The Bees are just going to bounce themselves around into the circle. You can see them sort of shepherding a tighter and tighter angle here and actually swing and cut off. The chance that they rotate through. There's almost another catch there. Nade takes a bit more damage than he gives, but Live has to pull back, re-B up 40 seconds.
Shit, this guy's
and Felipox is now suffering more and more pressure. It's an encircling.
I'd be crazy if he got that kill.
Just drifted in, took a risk.
30 seconds left. Did they have any plant denial? No plant denial, so this is rough. They have to kill them on the cross the pillar.
Quick blows.
There's one flanking underneath.
Now with 30 seconds, one more.
And Cage dies
try to get
underneath.
themselves a distance. Well, now there's only one left. JV92. Alone, solo inside the site, and we might be able to keep up our trend of trading rounds. Either side of the half does almost get the next, but they can't just get the cement stem. Gets Loud their first attack.
I mean, he was in grimmed and fucking damage.
Loud.
The team flanked
Even though they lost the first pick, still able to pull off the 4v5, and it's a little bit strange there from the defense. It felt as though that, yes, there was utility being played. We've seen the Grims go in. Obviously, Deimos was below tracking people. But it just felt as though Team Liquid Alienware just all started swinging whenever it's more on the preface of the attackers to make a move. Walked into the site and picked up kills. The defenders have swung them before the attackers have had to enter into the site.
So, I'm sorry. So, the guy gets grimmed and Deimos tracked from underneath, and he's stuck on a fucking corner, and it's more on the attackers to make a move.
Really had anything. JV92.
You're telling me.
Round to the.
Okay, let's break that all the way down. Let's break this all the way down. This guy's getting Deimos tracked from underneath.
Just gonna bounce themselves around into the circle. You can
and Grim pinged. And Deimos is shooting him from underneath.
And cut off. Chance that they rotate through.
And you're telling me this guy had a choice of whether to swing or not. This guy's getting Deimos tracked. He's getting fucking shot. He's getting bead. It's more on the attackers to swing here. Why would you swing, defender? And then right here, they have nothing to stop the plant from going down once the plant gets the pillar.
Balance back in towards their favor. 2 quick blows.
And then, oh no, it's on the defenders. They can't be swinging right there. I don't know, Chad.
Get any points from today? That's 2 play days in a row. They haven't got anything. They've sort of undone all the great work that they built on from before, and it also potentially widens the gap if FaZe and Furia can sort of dabble themselves down, or NIP as well. All the teams that are currently above them pull results. It leaves Liquid in such a worrying position.
Good start. See if Loud can keep it going, and I said that we fear for them just based on Team Liquid Alienware and kind of previous experience that they've had. And I look at Loud as well. I was looking at the last time they played it up against Fluxo W7M, and they lost 5 attacks on this map against them. So if they can really pull out some big rounds here and get it going, then it's signs that they have improved massively from the last time they played it, which is always fantastic to see. Loud, and we've mentioned before, a team which was just so close to pushing their way into those top 4 positions, getting themselves into the international events, but just never could cross the finish line.
I appreciate it.
And if they can really turn the corner, and especially knock off, like we said, a big team. Like, this is Team Liquid Alienware. That's the teams that you want to beat. We'll see if they can do it here on a basement now. So Team Liquid Alienware not wanting to go back upstairs.
Looks like XO execute.
Plenty of players off on the bomb site. Only one player holding it down, that being Nade. He just has to be careful he doesn't get pushed. But looking at the setup here from
I should always watch on YouTube. I feel like it's so good for
play.
rewinding and like looking at an example.
Well, how successful can the roaming be? We saw this site once upon a time, a long time ago.
Line every
we haven't
single time
actually seen it since, and it was one where a direct strike towards the site sort of drew the success. It was KZ that led that charge, got a couple of bodies, and then Team Liquid Alienware flooded it. At this point, they've got themselves a similar stretch out, but
Mav on the main wall.
Loud seem to be wanting to
pitch control gain, then they need to walk up down XO stairs with the Blackbeard breaching through.
Live on the Blackbeard.
There's a player on the staircase, they're going to watch out for that player. Breaching right side so the pipe doesn't kill him.
Down to the stairs, and there's KZ once again.
They have C4s ready though. If they have a Val Cam inside of vending and they have a C4 prep for XO stairs, top XO stairs, it's really deadly. I'm surprised he didn't go for that C4 actually.
But now with
I'm very surprised KZ didn't go. Or
maybe they'll just sort of set
who the fuck was playing?
If they try and filter their way through here, Demo.
Oh no, it was Fellypox. Never mind. I lied. KZ is still above.
Dangerous now for Team Liquid Alienware because I think there has been a pretty good established map control here from Loud.
Well, they have storage. They have storage.
Eyeing up going for a
They can just stop the plant from storage from above.
Trying to disrupt the players inside of storage.
Loud need to play flood through here. I don't think I have enough bodies to go for storage. Yeah, they have to flood through. They just die.
Resets is
this is good by Team Liquid. They're just backing up.
Try and push him
tuck
with
corners. Let the vert players make contact first, and then go for
swings.
swings.
2 players down. It's gonna find one. No players up above trying to fight against these attackers holding down lounging games.
I mean, if there's a Val Cam inside of site, it's fine. Oh, the Val Cams are all for the roam. That's rough.
It's
IT connector.
Right? But there's 20 seconds left. At what point do you go, okay, let's eyes down? Right? You can see that they're moving their way towards cargo. They got to make that motion happen.
Good
Gary's
smoke.
Able to find KZ as well.
That's going to force live closer.
Those vertical players,
they have
what
no vert.
What are
they
they
have no vert.
interacting with here right now? It's going to get itself cemented. They've dropped down the hatch and they can try and cement the player. But
oh my god, that's actually big blunder. Big blunder by Liquid.
Find one apiece.
They had all the control they needed, just didn't play any vert. They had no vert holes. That's crazy.
That's
crazy. That's L by Team Liquid right there. I can't lie. No vert holes again.
That's for the first time this game. 2 rounds.
They're playing so hard for vert. They have no win con when it actually comes to having the vert.
I mean, from Loud's perspective, obviously it's a 5v3. And they basically just count in their head, okay, where is everyone? And the majority of players are upstairs. They know that they can't plant in the default position because all of the vertical holes have been made inside of storage. So what do? They send the shield deep. They go into the other side. This is not a bad breakdown by Demo here. As we've seen, had no vertical holes on it at all. So the defenders who were upstairs thinking, oh, we're holding the vert so we can stop them planting, they're now null and void. They don't exist anymore in the eyes of the attackers. And then there's just one guy sat inside a cargo. Not much he can do against the shields.
Well, that's sugar.
Yeah, it's a great decision there from Loud, but Team Liquid Alienware not quick enough on reacting to that.
Oh, the timeout? Timeout called by Loud there as well. I'm not sure if that truly was. It said it at the top middle of the screen, but well, who knows?
Is there a mind game? Is that a mind game kind of timeout where you thought, oh, we're gonna call a timeout to make them argue?
Can you do mind games against this team?
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, I think you can.
You do mind games against FaZe?
No, you won't. Not against KDS. That doesn't work.
KDS, the mind game when you take a timeout against KDS is he's frustrated the game has to last a bit longer.
Yeah. He has this extra minute.
I could have done something with this minute. 5-3. Loud, 1 round away from securing themselves a point against Team Liquid Alienware, and you sort of look towards the mid-table, even if that is how it sort of ends, right? For these two teams. If they then get 1 point, get themselves in towards a loss, gets them up towards 5. Liquid, that will only put them on, 8? They're still within 1 game touching distance for the back half of this split. There's still that sort of pace cap between what is current 6th position and then, well, even 7th position technically. The joint 6th, but I think by the head-to-head or however it gets decided, they are pushed slightly further down.
Yeah. I mean, there is also a bit of a worry, I think, for Team Liquid Alienware, because they still have got, like, FaZe they have to play, for example. You know, they've also got NIP that they have to go against. There's still, like, tough games, I think, for Team Liquid Alienware. And I think on paper, and just what my mind tells, and I'm sure many other people would agree, is Liquid should be beating a side like Loud. I think that should be happening, I think, in everyone's mind. But as we know, sometimes Siege isn't always played out on paper. It's played in the server and who plays better in the day, and at the moment it's Loud. So for Team Liquid Alienware, they need to dig deep, because they should know we've got tough games coming up. We cannot afford to fall behind.
Now with the clash, with that little bit of extra wiggle room, Nade can try and be a bit reactive towards the approach. We said before, it came down to quite late in the day. That final sort of plant and play here. And they're going to see if they can try and bait that out. But Nade is actually almost entirely removed by a Capital bolt there. Big bit of damage done towards him. He's still standing, and KZ's still in a position where live, that Capital is, having to take these risks, swing out. You can see JV92, though, underneath, but it's traded out. Just gets out of there. With resets and live both gone. KZ almost caught there as well. Look at the health across pretty much every single player in this lobby. Even less so now. Slips in towards the site, gets one, gets revealed by the Clash.
Sure, the Clash just put the shield
down. His army
okay.
just pop up, drop, leaving Stemp alone.
Nomad.
Gonna use the air jabs to try
That's
and
actually gonna keep him off the Clash shield.
Shield.
Unless you shoot the fucking shoot the jab off.
But at this point, they can keep zapping. They can play time. They've got 30 seconds. They're
Nomad
gonna have
that
to swing
Clash.
either
Go for the
side of
other
a very
guy.
narrow precipice.
Crazy crossfire to play against.
Fully
Liquid are playing
aware
aggro
he
though.
is. At this point, you're just sort of waiting for the inevitable.
Yeah, good response from Team Liquid Alienware. KZ,
shit, bro.
who has been pretty hot in this game. He was pretty good last night as well, so he is just carrying on with that form. Now for Team Liquid Alienware, you have to go and get two now. I think that's the thing about Team Liquid Alienware in this game. I mean, they haven't won 2 rounds in a row. If they win one, Loud will come right back at them. And because Loud had taken the extra 2, because they won 2 in a row, Team Liquid can't afford to give Loud another round.
I think it's also the sort of, what was the timeout about? Was it maybe direction for play? Maybe it was the sort of mental break. There's still the chance here.
Are you watching all of the game?
They're able to win out that side. They're able
I want to watch NIP
get themselves rotated back round towards another one that...
I don't know how interested I am in the last game, but all the other games maybe.
But it's something that Loud can work with on their attack. As I said, if they can guarantee at least 1 point from this, it's big. But they're not after 1 point. They're after 3. They're after that big jump above multiple teams. They would find themselves skyrocketing, for now at least, into 3rd place. Which from 7th just shows how narrow it is this early in the season. But also, if you want to be a top 4 team, if you want to be able to get yourself into these positions, well, you got to beat those top 4 teams.
The roam game. Been in once more.
We're back, I'm gonna throw away my shit.
From the defense, the attackers, I think, dealt with it really well in previous iterations. This roam. See if they can do the same thing again. And do keep in mind for Loud, it was a 3v5 that they actually came back from. So imagine if they can just keep people alive. There's some of the damage that they can do in this site. I don't like, though. I'm seeing some players kind of coming in by themselves. So in terms of trade game here for Loud, it won't be the strongest. There we go. KZ swings. Gabu's gone. Nobody's really there to trade, and that's a big issue.
You can see that, they're sort of able to pull out that opener, pull out that player who's had big 3K moments on this site alone. Remember, the attack was one where things weren't going into their favor, right? I think it was a potentially even a 3 versus 5, maybe a 3 versus 4 when it went down towards the side itself, and then Gabby pulls out a triple kill. They left things too late. on the defensive rotate back round. So what do they do instead? Do they see if they can try and take the fight above? Do they alter the approach? There has been a bit of a change, but again, look how far out you still have Team Liquid Alienware players, right? They're putting their pressure on towards the hatch. They've gotten control of the verticality here where they didn't have it before. You can see that some of those second story players are slipping their way a bit closer. Holding on towards cargo. The C4 ripped and ready. Can it get the catch here? Can it get one more for the trouble? Yes, it can. Goodbye, Stemp. And now a 3 versus 5 demo.
Oh, can they do it again? For Team Liquid Alienware, it's learn from your mistakes, and oh dear, oh, we're not learning, are we? We've learned absolutely nothing. It's happened again. 2 picks out of nowhere, and it's
our handy and dead twins, yes.
Team Liquid Alienware, it's all their fault.
From the
Loud have done nothing. Loud have just had a look down a hatch, and there you are, stuck in a rotate. Oh dear.
Oh, he actually won that.
Okay, it does get one, but it's a 3 versus 1 in the meantime.
Should be fine.
All right. Can they level things
up? Not unlosable, actually.
Gets the drop, doesn't get the kill, 20 seconds. The player can still act like a camera. They've got themselves the verticality. They're watching the kit from above. There's 2. But he doesn't have the kit. He does not have the kit.
He needs to hold the vert on the fucking case for his life.
Watching this position. Looks for the fight.
Hold the
pulls
pace,
back 8
bro.
seconds.
Yo.
The player still has to plant. He's gone his way around to a position where he can't quite get caught out here. Flashtree. Can he pull it off? There's the...
Yo.
Huge play. He's having a huge game today as well.
That was troll out of mine.
Multiple times locked things in, and that is a guaranteed point.
Oh my goodness. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's what Team Liquid Alienware will be saying.
Okay, maybe Brazil's not as crazy as I thought.
Exact same circumstance. On a basement, you went for the roam. You go 2 players up, sat nice and pretty, 5v3, and then just total mayhem.
It's the same shit with shifters, bro. It's like, if you're not going to prioritize vert, then if you're not going to know how to play the vert at the end, why prioritize it? Why put a guy even up there? Play 3v1 at the basement, bro.
6-4.
How's the fence feel on your assy? That's W right there. Person, you gotta take notes, bro. That shit was crazy.
Precious double down. It's still been traded around. It's been a great attacking game. There's been only what? 3-4 defensive rounds.
Why SAL is inside? That's what I'm saying, bro. The rotations don't make any sense.
The entirety of this, but
I don't know. The attacks were cool. The attacks were pretty cool. The demo still could be for side player on stores was pretty cool. The
maybe after this,
the fucking Demos Capital for Grafters is pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about the fundamentals on this defense.
3 times.
It's the same shit that G2 was punishing shifters for.
And they only won 2 of those
like at this rate, I think G2 still like runs over Brazil like they have in past tournaments, bro, because it's the same shit. You put so much fucking stock into playing your, your win cons, you don't even play them.
All the attacks they've been able to win.
But what's the point?
They didn't get the opening pick. So, Cloud somehow are just being able to win from behind. And I suppose there's always the other end of the stick. Team like the Alienware can't hold on to having an opening kill lead.
I'm on the fence with the fence. I didn't make sure I have the fence going in my cracks. I like to be invested in the fence.
Well,
that's what I'm saying, bro. You can't fence it on being a fence sitter, bro. You have to fucking own the fence, bro. The fence is all the way up my ass, bro. Just kidding. I do kind of fence it on being a fence sitter. I can't lie.
Its way out, but Live is the first to go down. Out though, the Blackbeard's able to find one.
Is he in? Plant's going down. Again, nothing to stop. It's like this. The plant strats against Team Liquid are just running them over. Actually, they're actually they have no idea what to do if the enemy doesn't fight them. Like, if it's a plant, it's like GG.
And any more smokes, a couple of blinds, and well, the shield is able to do some damage, but it's a great double down.
Stick it, fucking stick it, dude. Stick it now, bro.
The head. They're watching on the window.
Zombie down. No able to block off the vert. No able to block off the. I think this guy has a postie from the roof. GG.
Absolutely blinder. And JV92
wow, just run them over. The flash strats are just too fucking much for them. But it's like, man, do you not have any response for it? Yeah, never mind. Not impressed.
Such a classic attack as well.